Excuse me. What's going on, guys? Give me just a second. I'm getting the GoPro working, and then I'll be able to start filming. Let me just shoot an intro for the YouTube video. We have the GoPro here. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. This is your first time tuning in. So today we're gonna be checking out the Nueces River. We've checked this river out before. This might be the lowest we've seen it, or it might be compared to the last time we saw it. But either way, we will check it out. You guys will be seeing this video here in a few days. I'll upload it first for the members on the channel, and then for everybody else, it'll go live in maybe 2 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that range. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and walk down there, check it out, and see what's going on, see what we can find. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're here, we're gonna be checking it out. I'm gonna be pointing the camera to you guys like this and walking at the same time. So this is what the river looks like right now. And let's see if we can probably walk down here. There was a guy in a kayak earlier. I don't know where he went. I think he was just finishing up fishing. He already pulled his kayak out of here. But it looks like they cleaned it out, put some rocks in, some retaining rocks all along the edges of the bridge. And from here, you can see where the water used to be. The marks on the concrete are really, really high. I mean, I don't know, like 30 feet from where the concrete, from those rocks up to where it starts, about 30 feet. That's not including the portion of the rocks and the depth of the river currently. So you're probably looking at 40, 50 feet deep here at one point, at least. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start walking down. We'll walk on this side first, and then we'll walk along the river on the other side. So we'll go under the bridge first. This is all new, so this was not here the last time I came out here, which was months ago. And then after I made the video, the river did rise a little bit, but I don't think it's sustained that kind of growth on the river itself. So when we used to fish out here, the water was all the way up here. We would fish a lot of the times when the water was up here. I just noticed I had bites on my arm. That's why I'm like pausing, because I have some little insect bites on my arm. But anyways, the water used to be all the way up here, which is for you guys on the live stream over in here. We would drop our lines and it would just sink. So now we know why. But the water used to come up to this tree. It was really, really deep at one point. It was hard to find a spot because of this pillar right in here, which I'll kind of pick up the phone a little bit. Give me just a second. I'll pick it up ever so slightly. So like right here is where you would have like a little area to throw the rod is right in here. Or if not, you would have to walk around onto this side over there to find a spot to fish, because normally this river was pretty high. And when it would rise up during the floods, all back in there, which is past that second pillar, you would pick up a lot of cats right behind these pillars. It would kind of just pull, that water would just pull behind that area, and you would pick up a lot of fish. Now I know back here, I made a video before they put out all these rocks, and a lot of people were commenting that, TxDOT should throw some rocks on these bridges, so that way they don't erode. And lo and behold, a couple weeks after that video went live, we ended up getting rocks out here, which that video did get thousands and thousands of views. So maybe somebody saw it, I don't know, or it could have been coincidence, who knows. But they did it to this one also. This one didn't have it. It was only this one. And then now they did it over here and over here. They brought a lot of limestone rocks and to that other side as well, which they look really, really bad. If you take out those rocks, it's really eroded all underneath those pylons. It's really, really bad. Let me see. Renee, how's it going, Renee? I caught my PB bass yesterday. Sweet. Hi, buddy. Start panting like dog. Jacob. That's funny, man. Yeah, so this, and Renee, I'm glad you caught your PB bass. How many pounds was it, by the way? How much did it weigh? So yeah, this is what the river looks like now. I don't know if it's lower than the last time or not. We'll kind of walk down here and see. But I mean, it is pretty low, regardless. There could still be some fish in here. The last time I made the video, actually, you know what? It might be a little lower because there was this tree right where those little trees are growing. There was a dead tree there, and there was like a big old gar, probably about 5 feet or so in length, that was actually dead. That he ended up getting caught in there, and I guess couldn't get himself out of there, and he ended up dying. So we'll walk on the other end and go check out the other side too. But I wanted to show you guys this side because this is the boat ramp side. This is probably what most people are most familiar with, is this side here. But this river was deep, like really, really deep. I didn't realize how deep it was. And then all in this area, there used to be like a cavity right in this area. I want to say right here. So once the water started coming down, then the water was down to this pillar here. And underneath this pillar, which you can kind of somewhat see it, there was a cavity underneath all this. And people are always pulling fish out of this area. But yeah, this is the boat ramp here that everyone used to use a lot. Everyone used to use this boat ramp quite a bit to put in their boats, and man, the water was always up there for the longest time. It wasn't over the past couple years that the water kind of started hanging around somewhere in this area, like where the rocks are at. Somewhere in the area, the water kind of hung there for a few years, and then kind of more recently, now it started dropping below these first pillars. Oh yeah, somebody did. I guess it was that guy in the kayak. When I got here, there was a guy pulling in, tying down his kayak. That's probably where it's from. But yeah, I'm glad you caught your PB bass for sure. That's always great. But yeah, this is the end of the boat ramp right here, and the water is right to it. Now you definitely can't get a big boat in here for sure. It's definitely not deep enough for that. I'm gonna walk onto the other side. Just jump down without falling. Looks like people are walking all the way to the other side. Let me get up here. Yeah, it looks like people are walking all the way down here, and there's a trail. People are following that trail and walking all the way down to the river. I don't know exactly where they're going, but they are walking down there. The white bass might still be in here. There's enough water for maybe some white bass to be in here. Catfish, you would have to find like some holding pools to find the catfish, but for the most part, it looks pretty shallow. You can see all that greenery in the middle of the river kind of growing. Now again, the water used to be all the way up there at one point. Yeah, it's been pretty low for a while now. It's kind of holding steady compared to the Frio River though. The Frio River, which we just made a video on, is not holding steady like this one though. This one's doing better. I mean, it's still not good. It's still low, but it's doing better than the Frio. The Frio looks like a creek now. And this is the Nueces River, by the way, for anyone who's tuning in and just caught on. This is the Nueces River. I'm going to walk over to the other side. Now, if we do get some big rains, this one will come up some, but it's not going to come up to where it used to be for sure. I don't think I can walk around down this way. Yeah, I don't want to slip and fall. Let's go up, and then we'll go ahead and walk around. I don't want to slip and fall in the live. Somebody was cooking and fishing probably over in the night. Yeah, all this stuff is new. All this limestone rock is all new. And they cleared out a lot of the debris. There used to be a lot of debris in here. It looks like they've cleaned it out. Yeah, because all this used to be trees, which you can kind of tell. This is all used to be trees all in here. It's pretty crazy. And then it's just literally a slope down. Like, it is crazy how deep this thing was. Never knew it was this deep. But it's a very, very deep river. For Texas, at least, it's a deep river. And I haven't seen any fish, surprisingly, yet. For those of you guys interested in fishing this river, again, I haven't seen anything. I was going to try to talk to that guy that I saw getting out with a kayak, but he was pretty quick. By the time I got my stuff out of the truck and everything, he was already gone. I wanted to see if he had caught any fish. But yeah, people are definitely still coming in here with kayaks, though. I'm going to walk over to this side. Yeah, it's just like looks more like a stream. It doesn't look like a river. It looks more like a stream. It's not that deep. You can likely walk across it, but I mean, I'm not going to do that, but you could probably likely walk across it. Let's see if we can come over to this side. And it does get pretty slopey, but I want to make it over there. This is really, really steep. All of this is steep. Super steep stuff. This might be a little bit deeper, this little pool right in here. But that's about it. We're going to keep walking. There goes a big old lizard. So in Texas, for anyone who doesn't know, this purple stuff means no trespassing. So that's as far as we're going to walk for here. So it's probably somebody's property. Technically, I believe you can still walk like 10 feet from the bank or something like that. I believe is like the law. There's a law for that. But you can clearly tell people were walking past it. They're probably just going around it. Actually, you know what? Look at that footprint. Yeah, people are just swinging around that thing. You can tell. But yeah, you can technically still walk past it. I think it's like 10 feet from the bank or something like that. So, but the question is, do they count that the bank from where the original river is at, or from the river bank currently? That's a good question. But yeah, let's see if there's any fish in here. It doesn't look that deep though, honestly. It does not look that deep. The deepest part is going to be right in here, and that's about it. And then that's probably like a little island floating, because, what is it? Mojo! What's going on, Mojo? Hope you're doing well. Here on a Monday evening, checking out the rivers, checking out the water levels. This is the only place that looks a little bit deeper. It looks like the water's kind of has a little current in here. But we're still yet to see any kind of fish jumping. We were just at the lake, and we could see the fish jumping, but I don't see any fish jumping over here. Yeah, I don't see any fish here jumping yet. But maybe some white bass might be coming through here. We don't know. Next week, we'll see if I can get on some white bass, and I'll definitely film it for you guys. But you can kind of see the water's kind of pooling right in here. That's about the deepest part. And then all over there just looks like it's a bunch of debris down the river, honestly. It's not a whole lot going on down that way, but people are clearly still walking that way, probably fishing. Yeah, they're still walking that way and fishing. But yeah, the only bad part about this is getting down here. If you're like an older person, man, it's kind of sketchy. You don't want to slip in there and fall. So, and it's really muddy. All this stuff is like straight up just mud. So that's why I'm just being very careful. Yeah, because before you used to be able to walk over here up there, but that's no longer the case. You can't walk over there anymore. Not with all those rocks in the way. I mean, I guess you could, but I don't want to twist my ankle or something. But most people have made a little trail right in here. But for those of you guys who are waiting for the white bass run, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe, this is the place to be for the white bass. It used to be the place to be for the white bass. A lot of my friends would come in this one and with boats back when the water was higher, and just basically load up on white bass when the run would happen. But a boat is not coming in here anytime soon. Kayaks, probably. John boats, maybe. But even then, a John boat's questionable. I wouldn't think a John boat's coming in here anytime soon, honestly. You probably have to get off and push it a couple ways. I know that there were some people that were, I don't know if they brought kayaks or John boats, but they were somewhere on this river, and they ended up having to get off and push it because it got too shallow. So, friendly reminder, I guess, in case you do that. Depending, I don't know where exactly it was at, but they said they have to get down and push or pull the kayaks. So, just something to keep in mind. But this is what the Nueces River looks like today. It's just a little creek now. Nothing but a creek now. If we get any significant rain, maybe up in like the Uvalde area, even Pearsall, I think Pearsall, the Nueces River runs through like the Pearsall area. Hopefully, I think a lot of that water would get absorbed in the soil, but if it's enough, maybe we'll get some of it down here. But again, until then, it's going to stay low and probably even get lower. And this is the one that runs into Lake Corpus Christi. So if this thing is low, it's not pumping a whole bunch of water into the lake downstream. So yeah. But yeah, this is going to be a quick little live stream, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out the river with me. But without further ado, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.